Welcome back to the Player Career Mode, episode 2 of Season 3, as we look to earn our first team spot back here at Burnley, now in the Premier League, of course. We find ourselves in 13th place after a single point on the opening day against Fulham, which puts us in a position where actually we're above today's first opponents, Manchester City, who lost on the opening day by 3-2 to... I'm not actually sure. I swear that said 3-2. Yeah. They lost 3-2, and apparently some sides have played 2 games. So it must have been Aston Villa or Leeds United then. Aston Villa or Leeds, they lost 2 on the opening day. I'll scroll up on the left-hand side, that'll tell me. It was Aston Villa, who actually we face in the 3rd game of today. We've Manchester City to begin with, then Queen's Park Rangers away in the Cup, side of course we played last year in the Championship, and then Aston Villa away at the end of the day, and then it's transfer deadline day. We've obviously seen the side bring in some really good talent already, and hopefully there will be more new signings on the way. In the starting lineup, Svilar in goal, Morato at centre-back, Eddie Nketiah up top at striker, all new and very much improvements in the positions that they've been brought in. So fingers crossed there might even be more to come before the end of the window. We shall wait and see. But as we reach the hour mark here, we're still holding Manchester City to a 0-0 draw as it stands. They've got Ortega Moreno in goal, Kabore, Alaba, Marquinhos, Wilson, Esbrand, Rodrigo, Schmitz, Perone, Foden, Haaland, Doku. So there's some second string names in that Manchester City starting lineup. Can we take advantage of a weaker team? Saying thank you to those, of course, on the ball behind me for your continued support in the comment section and on stream. Today it's MJ Hoggy, Second City Saint, and Corey. Thank you very much indeed, lads. We will try and regain possession twice. We will try and have a 10% dribble success rate, get a match rating of 6.5, and if we can do all of those things, then we should be into the starting lineup for the game against QPR in the Cup. And then, fingers crossed from there, able to maintain a starting 11 spot moving forward. Here's Doku with a shot that's blocked well by Cullen, and the opening opportunity of the game once we're on the pitch goes to City, but they won't take it. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, lovely ball. Keeper's not come for it. Oh, but he has saved it. Miracle. Erling Haaland from that range. What a dead pass. Erling Haaland from that range, 99,999 times out of 100,000, buries that. Dreyer is being played as a half winger in that cam roll. It keeps drifting out all the way to the right-hand side where I'm stood, and it's completely weirding me out. Because I'm just not used to having... A, I'm not used to being played on the wing, and B, I'm not used to having that spot that I'm being asked to fill on the wing being taken up by someone else as well. Meaning that I'm actually finding myself drifting more centrally to take the place of Dreyer, and as such, it's affecting my match rating. See, look, I'm the right mid, and he's the cam, but he's out there on the wing right now, hugging the touchline, and then I'm the one that's in the middle. That's going to hold up in the rain. I'll call for it again here, and he'll find me. We got options in the middle. We find someone at the back post. There's Tresor, goal! We might just be the champions here. I've got the assist. Tresor's got the goal. Burnley 1, Manchester City 0 with just 8 minutes to go. Tresor off the bench, me off the bench, and both wingers on the day making the impact. On my left foot, floated over, and the volley. The volley, mwah. Everything about that goal is Premier League standard, isn't it? Buried. Sorry, Stefan Ortega, no chance for you, pal. 1-0 Burnley. It's a decent ball, but Sambo could win that header. I could win this one. Not sure whether I won it or fouled the man, to be honest, but Dreyer is getting away. Bruno Guimaraes tracks back to put the tackle in, and Wilson Esbrand has just kicked that straight up off the pitch here. With 90 seconds to go, we're going for a quick throw, but I'll be honest, I'm not going to take it quickly. We want to waste as much time as possible, don't we? Try and earn this 1-0 result at home against Manchester City, which would be a remarkable fixture, or remarkable result for this Burnley side back in the Premier League. Or look for Eddie Nketiah over the top, who could get on the end of that. But unfortunately not able to be found. Bruno's clearance is decent, finds Ilkay Gundogan, and they have 3 minutes here, Manchester City, to find the equaliser. Otherwise they're going to lose both of their opening Premier League games of the season. Phil Foden back to Bruno Guimaraes. How different a game it could have been, how different a result it could have been had Haaland tucked away that chance early doors. Foden down the wing, back to Gundogan. Could see it end up in the middle soon. Here is Phil Foden. Hit hand, did it? No, just the leg of the defender. Corner for City. Floated. And won. But saved by Svila. Svila in goal, not James Trafford. With the one-on-one save to Erling Haaland earlier. There was no one-on-one on the scoreline. It's Burnley 1, Manchester City 0. And that is arguably the best result that we've gotten since we joined this football club. And we hoped to be back in the starting lineup for the game against Queen's Park Rangers. Really, I anticipated getting a couple of the secondary objectives and then using the training to get myself into the starting lineup. No need. A glorious assist with the ball over the top. Fantastic finish from our teammate. And we find ourselves in the 11, starting, hopefully, at Cam for this game against QPR away from home in the Cup. Which we most certainly should be. I don't need to train now. I'm in the bloody lineup. And we will be starting at Cam for the game in the Cup. A couple of rotated players in there as well. Let's have a quick check to see if there's anything else happened with regards new players in or out. I don't believe so at this stage. So, we shall push straight into the next game then. And hopefully get a victory there too. 2 passes in the opponent's half. 2 shots on target. Both very much doable. 8.5 against QPR. Should be doable. And we have the opportunity with the spreadsheet, thankfully, to check what our previous results against QPR were. We played them right at the end of the championship season last season. Got a 2-0 win and an 8.1. So, got the victory, but I wasn't able to get the match rating. And then the first game we played against Queen's Park Rangers last season was a 2-1 win in which we scored and assisted and got an 8.7. So, if we can replicate that one, then we will get everything the manager asks from us for today and be in the starting lineup against Villa. Quite frankly, I think we'll be in the starting lineup against Villa regardless of what happens in this fixture today. But obviously you want to stay in the side on merit rather than just because you've been able to wangle the manager favour. Let's put in the performance to deserve the starting lineup back in the Premier League. Just as we've put the performances in to deserve the starting lineup here in the Cup. Hart into Frey. Frey in the box. Good save by the goalkeeper again. Svilo with 2 clean sheets in competitive action for Burnley so far. Playing every game. Actually, we sold James Trafford, didn't we? It's only just reoccurred to me that that's definitely something that can't happen for us now. Is James Trafford in goal, like I made the mistake of saying in the Manchester City game, because he's not even at the club anymore. Svilo with another save. James Trafford got the Golden Glove in the Championship last season. And hopefully Svila will keep enough clean sheets this year for us to stay in the Premier League and maybe go on a couple of cup runs too. He'll drag back. Doing well. Cross could come in. Pearl. And Frey. And a goal for Queen's Park Rangers. And we have to be honest, that's been coming. They've been the dominant side in the opening 25 minutes. And now they have the goal to show for it. Would be lovely to go on a cup run. Obviously the priority would be to stay in the Premier League, but if we could go on a cup run with Burnley in the Carabao Cup or FA Cup, that would be wonderful. That might be coming to a premature end here in the Carabao Cup, because we're already 1-0 down. Into me. Hold off the attentions of the man that's with you. Find Tresor. A 1-2 maybe. And then looking for Huntonji. Found well. Huntonji, effort. That was on its way into the bottom corner. We're getting close to a goal back here against QPR now. Huntonji's had a couple of efforts that have needed a really high-quality save from the goalkeeper, but unfortunately so far, he keeps finding those high-quality saves. But there is an equaliser in this for us, for sure. We've just got to find it. Come on, lads. Oh, he's still somehow got the ball. Wait for some sort of stupid flick to try and find me. No, we'll get it back. I'll ask Tresor to shoot, which he will. It's terrible. He might as well have picked the ball up and rolled it at half a mile an hour towards the goal. We've had chances, but we cannot get the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 down at half-time. Try and find Huntonji again. I nearly got wiped out there. Huntonji could find me. He has done. Well, they're beating the mud here. Queen's Park Rangers. Oh, is that a pen? It is. I had the shot, but I got wiped out from behind as I was taking it. Wasn't a great shot on my left foot, if I'm honest. Straight at the keeper while I was trying to find the corner. But Clark Salter has just nailed me. I mean, I got my shot away, and he's really only trying to block it, so perhaps it's a bit harsh, but it was a bit of a rash challenge. Eddie Nketiah off the bench here, but I'm going to get the chance to take the pen. In the 55th minute. Oh, I've buried it. Burnley are level. My first penalty scored of my career. Nketiah will find me. And Eddie will go again, will he? I'll look from over the top. Poor pass, really. Well won by Egan Riley. Not such a good chest control from Anwar Benson, but still we've got the ball. Here he is again. Nketiah in the middle calling for it. I'm in the box as well. Will he find a cross? Yes, he will. I'm there with the header. And it needed saving by Walsh, but save it he did. I'm on a 9.2 now. We are definitely going about earning that spot in the starting lineup for a Premier League game, aren't we? Oh, hello. Handball and a free kick in a great position for us here. Can I score my first free kick of my career? In the same game, I score the first penalty of my career. Free kick accuracy of 90-something. Side netting only. Nketiah's there. Found well. Turns his man. Eddie Nketiah in the box. Good shot, well saved. Now we're turning the screw. Now we're looking like the Premier League side that we have been able to be. Thanks to victories against sides like Queen's Park Rangers last season. Another header for me that goes close but doesn't find its way in the back of the net. Cullen to me. I've got men around me but I can't find any of them. And unfortunately, QPR will break. We're still only at 1-1. We still are headed towards extra time at the moment unless someone can find a way through. Here's Elias Chair down the wing for them off the bench. Looking to find a winner late on for Queen's Park Rangers. He's beaten the defender very well indeed. Finds Saito. Turns well. Shot taken well too. Egan Riley clears. Flicked around the corner to me. Cullen's got the option out wide. Could come centrally though. They have done. Brownhill. They'll stop and change the direction. Works the space well. Brownhill reluctant to send the ball to me. Now I've got the ball though. Oh, it's a terrible effort. I tried to place it in the corner and didn't get enough power on it. Eddie Nketiah could get to that though and hasn't. Oh, what a chance to win it in the last moment. Oh, I think it might actually have been going wide as well, unfortunately. Just wasn't accurate or powerful enough to give us the victory there. There might be one final chance, perhaps. Dreyer with the back heel. Cullen forward to me. I got an assist in the first game. Eddie Nketiah's making runs, but he's drawn the defenders away. And there isn't a winner waiting. Not from open play, maybe from the set piece. Cross to come in. It's delivered well. I can't get there. Sellar gets to the header. Heverton, it's going to fall for me. Find a teammate there. It's Joe Worrell. His touch is inexplicable. And that will be 30 more minutes at Loftus Road. Actually, we might go straight to pens in the Carabao Cup. We have gone straight to pens in the Carabao Cup. I am fourth penalty taker here. Hopefully we get that far. Svila doesn't save the first one. Eddie Nketiah has not put the ball in the back of the net for Burnley yet. Has done now, although it won't count for his overall goal contribution for his career. Sellar from the spot off the bench. Never going to work. Who? Panenka's in the second penalty. Tracer, apparently. Chances. 2-1 Burnley after 2 penalties each. Good finish from Saito. He had a good game. Dreyer now needs to bury this to put us in a great position. And he has done. I've already taken a penalty in this game so far today. It went top right. Field has his penalty saved. If I score my pen, we are through. I've gone top right once. I'm going to go top left this time. I'm going to go the other way. And we buried it. I've scored a penalty twice. And we are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Wonderful. That'll be a man of the match for me, I'm sure. The winning penalty, the equalising penalty. And I think I was on a 9.5 as the whistle went. We'll love to see it. And we'll be in the starting lineup for the first time in the Premier League in our entire career. A man of the match performance, a 9.9, and through to the second round of the Carabao Cup. A job well done. Now then, can we do the same in the Premier League? Hopefully by getting a victory rather than just a draw. We are 4 points to the good so far in the Premier League, which is a better start than I thought we'd make, if I'm honest. Currently 10th, but Villa are 5th. New email from the manager. What is that? Just saying that Dreyer's on international duty. That's fine. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. Another quick check to see if there's been any more additions to the squad, which I don't think there have been. Me, Drea, Nketiah, Morato, Svila, Tracer, Esteve, Alyosha, Cullen, etc. No new signings at this stage. We crack on with another game in the Prem. For the first time in our career thus far, in this entire save, we start in the Premier League. 20% dribble success rate, 2 shots on target, and only a 7.5 needed here at Villa Park. The Holt end looks massive behind that goal back there. This is our first game at Villa Park in the player career this season. Whether we play here again in the rest of our career, I don't know. We might well move abroad after this season with Burnley, and whether we make it back to the Premier League at any point remains to be seen. You guys voted in the majority, although it was a slim majority, for me to stay at Burnley and play this season in the Prem. You never know, you might even end up voting to stay at Burnley again for next season. We've got Benfica as our recommendation club. We have, as our target club. We currently have Leverkusen and someone else who I can't quite recall off the top of my head as our recommended clubs at this early stage of this third season. But if we can do well at Burnley, you might end up voting for a third season. Go on, Huntonji, you're in, lad. Huntonji gets the nod ahead of Nketiah here. Huntonji's in the box. He's still going strong, and he's buried it. An assist for me in the Premier League. Emi Martinez beaten at his near post. That's not good enough from him, but Huntonji gets the nod ahead of Nketiah, and that's why. Goal. Morgan Rogers with the ball out wide. Dobbin will get there. Under control here. Back to Ian Martson. He'll drive forward. Ever willing runner of every single opportunity to get forward, Ian Martson. It's Bogard into Morgan Rogers. Back to Bogard again. He's ducked through that gap and he's going on strong. Onana with options out wide and one slightly more central in Jeremy Frimpong. Morgan Rogers, this is building dangerously for Villa, but we keep forcing them backwards, and we've defended very well so far in this one, to be completely honest. Couldn't be happier with how this fix is going so far. Villa have had all of the ball, but ultimately no chances on goal as a result of it. Just keep going offside whenever they try and get it into the final third. And they very nearly gave that away. They have given that away. And here's Huntonji, and he could send me through maybe. Not quite quickly forward enough. Never mind. We'll be 1-0 up at half-time. And, well, this could be a remarkable start to the Premier League season. We're trying to channel our inner Aston Villa here by just keeping possession as comfortably as we are without actually showing too much incision going forward. Ramsey back to Dodgson. I don't mind it, to be fair, given the fact that we've already got the advantage here. Sambo, I'll call for it. And the one moment I actually try and make an impact on the play, they then mess it up. William Masengo sends me away. I'll give it to Huntonji. He could come back to me here. He's going for goal from 30 yards. And that was as greedy as it gets when he could have played me in one-on-one. Would have been surely a simple second. And if Aston Villa find themselves an equaliser here, that could be the opportunity where we've let them back in the game. Dobbing off. I think that was Yuri Tielemans coming on in his place. Soon find out top left. Indeed it was. Less than 20 to go here. Aston Villa. Toothless. It's the only word I can think of from them. Absolutely gummy performance from Aston Villa in terms of offensive threat. 17 minutes to go. And I'm not coming off yet. John Duran for them. And well, I think I said Milik, actually. And Huntonji for Eddie Nketiah for us. Was it Arkadiusz Milik coming on for them? It was. Not the player I would have expected Aston Villa to be looking for to answer their striking concerns. Svila with the save, as Kyle Walker has a rare shot on goal for Aston Villa. But it was comfortable enough for the goalkeeper to keep out. And his clean sheet streak in the Premier League may well continue. Might be over in the Cup. But he's still yet to concede a goal in England's top flight. There you have it. Another win for Burnley in the Premier League. The 7th minute goal, the only one to come. And we've made it 2 wins and a draw. And no goals conceded in our first 3 Premier League games that include an away trip to Aston Villa and the visit of Manchester City. Remarkable. let's go and finish the transfer window, shall we? See if the side is going to get any better. Wasn't able to get more than just the one objective, but overall, the game just didn't have much in it, to be honest. There wasn't really much to speak of. Manchester City might well be strengthening at centre-back, with Militao rumoured to be moving there. Sven Botman might be going to Liverpool, and Victor Gyökeres might be moving to Arsenal, which would be a big deal. Luis Diaz to Aston Villa is the biggest deal of deadline day. They certainly need some sort of fresh impetus offensively, so they look like they will have that. I'm taking my hat off to you. You met every challenge this season. Did I? Oh, my passing rate is good enough for Bayer Leverkusen. It was Brighton that were the second side that were interested in me. And now, weirdly, after playing against them and beating them in that last round, Aston Villa are interested in me too. So we might well be in the Premier League next season, but whether it's at Burnley or not remains to be seen. Doing what we need to for Benfica as well. Not got the pass and goes yet. I've got one flare pass though, so look at me go. If I lower that weight, I've done enough. I can, if I can artificially do the passes and goes, I can get a contract at, well, to be fair, I can do that and get a contract at Benfica at the moment anyway. Things looking good right now for us to have plenty of options in the summer. But at the moment, concentrating purely on things related to Burnley. Facundo Farias, our former Inter Miami teammate, moves to Valencia in this save. Any big deals going through? No, there you go. Victor Gyökeres and Lee Kang-in and Sven Botman all going through in the same hour. Gyökeres 71.9 million. Militao now the biggest deal on deadline day. Malo Gusto now the third biggest deal on deadline day. 55.1 for Malo Gusto, 97.6 for Militao. Nico Williams might be moving to Chelsea, as Andre Santos might be moving to Newcastle, and Moises Caicedo might be leaving Chelsea to go to Juventus. Not sure whether that has happened or not. No news of any new players for us at this stage. Although 33 it says now there, so we have sold someone. Who that someone is, I'm not sure at this moment in time. An attacker, I think. Not sure. Regardless, all of our best, strongest players are still here. Verbruggen leaves Brighton to go to Mallorca. There is Nico Williams moving to Chelsea for £111.5 million in this transfer window. Mateus Cunha leaves the Premier League to go to Villarreal. Wesley Fofana leaves Chelsea to go to Stade Rennais in France. Moises Caicedo does go to Juventus for £55.1 million. And Harvey Vale goes to Atalanta for 2.2. Chelsea doing a lot of business in that window. A rumour of Koleosho to Aston Villa from Burnley, but not enough time in the window for it to actually materialise. So we are as strong as we ever were, even from the Premier League, because £1.2 billion was spent in that transfer window. But at the minute, Burnley in a Champions League position. It's probably not going to last. Don't get carried away with it. But we'll enjoy it whilst it does last. We've got West Ham in the Carabao Cup tomorrow as well. Tottenham away and Chelsea at home in the Premier League. So 3 games against tough opposition in 2 different competitions, but with one sole goal. Keep winning games. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more of this debut Premier League season for us in our career. And I'll see you tomorrow.